What happened to a person who has been responsible during their entire life when suddenly they are not longer needed the same way? Not at work, not at home, not every day. Hi, this is Dr. Helen, and today I want to talk about something very important, at least for me. What happens when responsible people retire? I have been thinking about this a lot recently, because many people I know, and maybe many people watching this video, have spent their entire life being responsible, taking care of family, working hard, helping others, being the one who people could rely on and count on. And then, one day, life changes. For many years, responsibility is not just something you do. It becomes who you are. You wake up with a purpose. You have a schedule. People need you. You solve problems. You make decisions. Your life has structure. Your life has meaning, right? And very often, your life is built around others. And then, retirement comes. Sometimes people wait for it. Sometimes they plan for it. Sometimes they think, finally I will have time for myself. But there is always but, right? But many people don't expect following. Retirement is not only about rest, it's also about loss. Not dramatic loss, not something obvious, but something very real. You lose structure. You lose routine. You lose daily interaction with people. And sometimes even you lose the feeling of being needed. Being needed. Let me give you an example. I know a man who worked for more than 40 years. He was responsible at work. People respected him a lot. People depended on him. He had a role. Every day he knew what he had to do. And then he retires. He told me, at first it feels like freedom. I can wake up later. I don't have deadlines anymore. I don't have pressure. I can do things for myself I was not able to do before. I started reading books and playing tennis. I was very happy with my new life. But after several months, something started to feel different. Days become longer and quieter. No one is calling me with problems. No one needs my help and my ability to make decisions. My phone became a debt. I will check several times a day. No messages, no missed calls. I feel isolated from life and lonely. And slowly, I start asking myself a question. Where am I needed now? Who needs me? How many people will even notice if I die tomorrow? And those questions are not always easy. I was listening to him and I came to realization. For many responsible people, being needed was a big part of their identity. It gave them direction. It gave their life meaning. And without it, life can start to feel empty, very quiet, even if everything is fine from outside. But many people say, well, I have family. And yes, family is important. But something changes there too. Children grow up. They have their own lives. They don't need you in the same way anymore, right? And of course they love you. But they are busy. Now you have much more time than they are. And sometimes you go from being a central in people's lives to being more on the side, even to being invisible. And this is where something very quiet begins. A type of loneliness. Not because you are alone, but because your role in life changed. For years you were the provider, the problem solver, the responsible one. And now almost no one is asking the same things from you. And then a deeper question appears. If I am not needed the same way, who am I now? This is not a small question. This is a life question. Is it? No, it is something to think about, right? Because here is something very important. Retirement is not the end of responsibility. It is the beginning of a different kind of responsibility. Not responsibility for everyone else, but responsibility for your own life. What is important for you? What do you want? And for many people, this is new, because for decades, responsibility meant helping others, supporting others, solving problems for others, right? But now the question becomes, can you give the same attention to yourself? What do you want your days to look like? What gives you meaning now? What do you want to build in this stage of life? Not for others, but for you. And this may include new routines, new connections, new activities, even new purpose. Not to replace the past, but to create something new. Because life after retirement is not empty, it's just simply different. Responsible people spend many years taking care of others. They build life around responsibility. But retirement is a moment where life quietly asks, now, can you take care of yourself now? So let me ask you something honestly. If you have spent your life being responsible for everyone else, what does responsibility look like now? Tell me in the comments. Because this is something many people go through, but very few talk about openly. And if you are the strong one, if you are the responsible one, if you are entering a new stage of life, this channel is for you. That was Dr. Helen. And until next time, please stay safe, happy, and healthy. Bye now.